Good morning, Geekdom. It is time for the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. I'm Artisan MC. This is CArtisan MC. Shout out to Toya for the name. I don't take credit for every good idea that ever came up. I give credit for every idea that came up that wasn't my own. So, what's up with you guys? I just love it when chat fills up, and then as soon as I go live, everybody disappears. Like, what the fuck is that? There's my 15 seconds burn right there with the F on it. Stop pissing me off. So, like, share, subscribe, support stream if you feel so inclined. Don't feel so inclined, find your ass out of here. Are you hear me? So, as you guys can see, if you take a look at, if you are subscribed to the channel, it get me alerts. I gave you a review and a watch of every Ahsoka episode so far yesterday. I shotgunned them back to back to back. So fresh and hot takes on this show. They're up and ready for review. I didn't put premieres or anything like that on it. It's up there for your perusal. I think I will do the same. I plan to do the same tonight with the foundation so I can get caught up because I was looking at my Patreon list and there are some gaps in there for shows because I've been on call so much trying to do these that I've been able to do the show or the watch, but not the review on a couple of them. And it makes everything disjointed and out of order, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So get those done and posted so the reviews can be done and posted on YouTube and keep my organization skills looking organized. For the most part. So, I saw Mario was in here. Did she say drop top driving? Not today. I go too fast in the morning to have the top down. And I couldn't do a live stream like that because you wouldn't hear anything but wind flapping. So the audio would be worse than my regular days. There's a bit of this. But yes, in TI fashion, I like my beat down low and my top laid back. Today, however, is nice sun. 64 degrees already. It was 90 something yesterday, so should be nice and toasty at work today. I already saw my schedule. They already packed me up for today because apparently I was a runaway slave yesterday. So today they're gonna make sure they get all the time they can out of me. My schedule is booked, and I bet believe that while my schedule is booked, they still gonna have a bunch of emergencies and urgencies. They're gonna drop on me right in the middle of all of that shit. So I'm ready for the bullshit because I planned it, but that's morning and full crap. So beyond that, beyond the pressures of everyday life and being a black man, I mean, you want to push it to your limits. Yeah. So, not pressed so far. Get over it. I see. Not pressed so far. I watched it. Yeah, I can wait till next Tuesday to watch the next episode. Maybe it'll be a little bit more action. No. What up, King? For the Beano Nation. Salute everybody here. Fortunately, we are getting a season 2 of Sheik. Yeah, I saw that alert pop up that somebody was reporting that season 2 of Sheik. You gotta fix that shit. That's all it is to it. They gotta fix it. not getting a second season of Ms. Marvel, I'd have preferred that. Damn sure don't want a second season. But I can tell you what I think they're doing, what Disney is doing right now. I can tell you exactly what I think Disney is doing right now. I actually want to tell it to the audience. I don't know so nothing. But that's what I think Disney is doing right now. Disney is not only doubling, they tripling down on this DEI stuff, and they're picking the shows that the fans hated the most, and they gonna do that again. They're gonna make you sit through it again. And at this point, understand that they don't care about losing money on it. They mad about the fact that they're losing money, but they're gonna make you pay for that. They are. Where's the money for the second season of She-Hulk coming from? People like me, subscriptions, who still pay for the stuff, whose subscriptions prices just got jacked up. That's what they're paying for it for. I don't want a second season of She-Hulk. I don't. I didn't ask for that. When I saw the first season, I was mad I paid for that one. Now, if you really want to understand how this is rolling with Disney, just from my perspective, think of it this way. You rejected some chick. Thought she was all into you, she could do no wrong or whatever, but you told her, like, Brittany Renner, girl, you trash. Trash. You stink on you like outcasts. I mean, but not in the good way. You trash. You raise your thought pocket. I don't like what you did. And she was really into you. What do you think happens after that? She's going to try to get her revenge. And in this fashion with Disney, what is their revenge? They're going to give you She-Hulk again, but worse. Worse. She's about to take that kid and turn that kid completely against you and send them back across the street to your house. That's all it is. It's petty bitch shit. What up, no one? To the package man. That's all it is. They are tripling down to get back at you for not liking their stuff. They're going to give it to you again. Bigger, longer, and uncut. Tell me that's not a bitter bitch move. Tell me that's not a bitter bitch move. And if you don't think it is, I told you guys before, use your happy Google fingers and see if you can look up the board of directors of Disney right now and see how many vaginas you got sitting in them chairs. Because I can tell you, as far as I remember, the chairman of the board just got voted out and they put in some shit. Bigger, longer, and untransed. Transformed. They about to give you all of that pseudo penis. They're gonna do it again. Why do you think all these people over at Disney got their ass on their shoulders right now, talking crazy to the fans, including Dave Filoni ass? Your goddamn mind. Where's the emboldenment coming from? Why are you so emboldened now? Because they've decided they're going to give you this shit whether you like it or not. Fuck the money. That's all they saying. Fuck the money. They're going to make sure to drive your asses out of every one of these franchises. Every one of you people, you old fans who like this stuff the way it was and not this bullshit they putting in there, they're going to choke you with it to make sure they drive you completely out of this shit. That's all it is. They don't care. They committed to the fact what they're doing is righteous and that eventually, if all of you or all of us, I do consider myself part of that group, die off, then they'll have those new fans they were looking for. They got your children, nigga. They don't need you. Even though Z's and alphas don't spend money on this shit like X's. Just saying, it's a proven fact. I closed the whole store behind that shit. So it's proven to me. Giants on seats instead of poles. Care about your feelings more than your dollars. Because they just think money is just going to keep coming from somewhere, I guess. As long as their investors are happy, and their biggest investors are people who want to push this rainbow flag stuff, or they're going to keep giving them rainbow flag content, whether you like that shit or not. Plain and simple. So you either going to pick up the flag or you're going to get the hell out. That's all they doing. Can't see it? Look, that Indiana Jones 5 stuff should have been the death nail for this crap with Disney. It should have been the death nail for it, right? But it hasn't been. You know what you saw? Them motherfuckers started stomping and screaming and pulling their hair out. You gotta get this money, you like it or not? Don't tell me what the fan base is. Ah! That's what the hell you got. She gonna make you get that shit. Some my dear shit. Like, oh my God. Nobody liked it. Nobody did. And what they're really trying to go after is not even just the fan base necessarily. It's motherfuckers like me. YouTubers who talk shit about their shows and get the fan base to not like the show, to not watch the show. They go after us. That's why they so mad. Because you internet geeks with large followings on these pseudo-independent platforms can sit up there day in and day out and talk shit about their product and drive their stock price down, pointing out the fallacies of this bullshit they doing. They don't like you. They don't like you. That's why every actress and producer behind the scenes keep coming out talking about toxic fan base and influences. They don't like your ass. And they want you gone. So every time you talk about, no, I stopped watching this stuff, I unsubscribed, I recommend everybody else unsubscribe, thanks for raising your hand. They can actually point to you and say, you are the problem. Not them, you are. Because you're driving people away from their product. And that narrative has been out there since before this Indy 5 came out. They pivoted and tried to keep pushing it onto the people online. They're not real fans. Vocal minorities. I thought minorities was a good thing in this country, especially if you got victimhood running around. Since when did it become okay to attack the minorities? That's what you got. That's what they're doing. I mean, it's fucking obvious. It's a bit of bitch move. And you're going to choke on this shit. And tell them, oh, what a lovely cream pie. So I'm not thinking it's funny that they're doing it, that they're tripling down as hard as they are, because that's all they're doing. Like, think of it this way. Why the hell has Snow White not been canceled? Why ain't they canceled that shit? It's not even hopium. They don't give a fuck about hope. That's the thing. I know that's somebody else's catchphrase, but they're not selling hope. They're not hoping you like this shit. They don't care if you like it or not. Look, there's a show. There's a movie. Stanley Kubrick, back in the day, called Clockwork Orange. And what they did in the Clockwork Orange, they took these little rabble rousers, little ruffians, so this is a British kind of deal. They took these ruffians, took them to some facility, and they brainwashed them, turned them into something else so they wouldn't be such ruffians. This is what the fuck you getting right now. That's what they're doing. Let's not hope they're trying to sell you some 1984 shit. They're trying to get you to love Big Brother. And they're going to punish you and re-educate you to the point where you're sitting there crying, thinking about there's three lights. There is three lights. No, that's what they're doing. It's not hope. It is despair. They are going to drive despair to those old geeks that they don't like me, down your throat until you finally leave this all together and leave it to them. Plain and simple. Because think of it this way. Since we got black folks in here, this is working a little bit better. You got a basketball court in your hood, right? You're playing there since you was a kid. You got a lot of fond memories of playing inside that court, shooting hoops, playing baseball, whatever, right? What happened when some bigger, thuggier kids come along and they want that court? Maybe they start shooting dice in the corner. Maybe they want to play a couple of pickup games with you and start brutalizing you little motherfuckers. What happens? When you get tired of getting your ass kicked, you either join them and start shooting dice, drinking beer, and fucking up little kids that come through there so they don't come through there anymore. Or you find another court to go play on. Well, Disney wants you to do the second option. It is not hope. It is despair. To let you know you don't run this shit, we do. This is our house now. Mickey in here with a cigarette and a bottle of Mickey's. And Mickey said, it's my court now, punk. It's my geekdom now. You don't like this shit? Get the fuck out. That's what he did. Yeah, it was all slicker and snot and smiles and grins a minute ago. Not no more, did it? It's over. We stayed. We are staying. And we gonna triple down to make sure we stay. You're gonna leave. Because think of it this way. I'm an ex, 50 in a couple of months. Way this COVID shit going, or has gone, I could be dead in 10 years. They're gonna play the long game and keep putting it out there for another 10 years. I don't know who convinced them of this shit. Maybe it didn't take much convincing. Maybe all it took is firing the dude that was the chairman and putting somebody who was soft on KK ass in charge. Maybe that's all it took. Because you know, the board has always been kind of split on this shit. They don't give a fuck. They said, fuck the money. We'll get it back. I don't know how. I do not know how. Maybe they sell it, maybe they don't. But look, driving the price down, I would think would make it very unappetizing to buy because it looks like such a fucking loser. That's what I would think. Or it may look Very appetizing for a good shark motherfucker to come in and buy that whole shit. Give them a discount. Yeah, we'll take all of this shit. $5 billion. Yeah, parks, television, audio. We'll take all that shit off your heads. Your stock price low as shit right now. Companies don't get bought when their stock price is high as hell. They get bought when they're low as hell. And this is a good way to keep driving that stock price down so they can sell. Get their parachutes and be the fuck out. And wash their hands of dealing with this shit. Because it's obvious they have not a clue or a care in the world about this damn fan base who made these IPs valuable. Don't care about you anymore. You old, nigga. You old. Negro and Negroette. I don't want your money no more. Your ass need to be saving that shit for your retirement. They're banking on you being dead soon. But all these Z's and Alphas, hey, they want them on board. They want them to know that they are included in this new era of Disney. It might as well drop the isney off that shit and just start calling it the Big D. Because that's what they about to start feeding your ass. Like it or not. Some OnlyFans chicks tearing out her eye sockets. That's it. That's what's going to start happening. So, look, writing been on the wall. They wanted geekdom. They came for it. You ain't there to put up a fight against them outside of screaming on the internet. They took it. Exactly. No one, that Big D energy. Mickey and came through and dropped them little shorts. Told your ass what you gonna get. His gloves is white, but his hands is black as fuck. So strap your shit or pull the ripcord. Because they're not stopping. They ain't gonna stop. They are not going to stop. Writing's been on the wall. They wanted geekdom because that was your last bastion of maleness hiding out in this society. They came for the rest of you motherfuckers already. Remind me when breast cancer awareness month is during a male-dominated sport like football or baseball, fucking hockey. And then tell me when prostate cancer, testicular cancer day was. What's the color for that? You don't get to have shit no more, man. I don't know why I told you. I mean, I don't know why you think that. I remember back in the early 2000s, me and my buddy Raj was talking about this shit and what our science fiction idea of what they thought men were going to be in the future with the way things were going. And sure enough, it was a bunch of dudes hooked up to some fucking gurneys with a vacuum cleaner on your penis, just sucking your seed out of it. Like some inverse Handmaid's Tale shit. And it's happened. Why? Because a lot of you weak motherfuckers put these bitches in power. They could never say anything against them. Yep. Shout out to Thinking Man's Templar. He put up the video of Brittany Renner, little trash ass, jumping on. I didn't even know that was Charleston White or whoever the fuck he's supposed to be. Just jumping on his lap and twerking and throwing water on people. And I'm like, why did they throw that bitch off? And they never not told him, man, get the fuck off me. Even in a nice way? What the fuck? Yeah, semen demon. For real. For real, Arya. Playing up the fact that she threw water on somebody. The thinking man's Templar had a good point. This is what happens when you give people notoriety for doing dumb shit. It does. This is exactly what's happening. You are through the looking glass, friends. You have been through it for a while. This is not Narnia. Okay? This is not Narnia. But you are through that looking glass where the dumbest shit is popular and the smartest shit is shit upon. So that is an episode of Sliders. You sliding right now toward a chasm, but, you know, what the I hate you Tesla drivers. You Tesla drivers are becoming the new fucking Prius drivers. Fucking assholes. Don't know what lane you want to be in, holding up traffic. Then you want to gas it on the yellow light, assholes. Yeah, slide right on in. I told y'all before, Brittany Renner's biggest thing to me was just her butt, but I don't know why she's popular, because the shit that come out of her mouth is such trash. And every time I hear her talking all spicy and shit like that, I say, shouldn't you have a dick in your mouth? I mean, right now, shouldn't you be sucking on something? Because I don't like hearing you talk. And I would think that's the only way any of these dudes could have dealt with your ass. Having you bent over, putting the bubble in the air, or choking out some idea saying it was the biggest one ever since the last one. Come on, man. She cute, yeah, but so what? A lot of women in the world is cute. A lot of women in the world is attractive. Why are you paying so much attention to this one chick that don't have nothing for you but to show you her ass, figuratively and literally? Shout out to Grinch for the semen demon line. I do remember where it came from. Yeah. Out there looking for her next baby daddy. Trying to get that money up so she can take care of that kid with no marketable skills, apparently. I feel God put me here to lead women. God ain't put you here to lead no goddamn women. You out of your fucking mind. Anybody with an ounce of brains would not have you leading their daughter nowhere because of money. I told this to a chick this week, and I actually told it to an ex, and I told it to her partly to piss her ass off while talking about another ex. Any girl who make moves just for money is a hoe, in my book. Plain and simple. You bounce out of functioning relationships, you fuck up families and shit like that. For money, you are a hoe. And the hoe culture has been coming in since 2000. Hard and heavy. It's hoe mentality. No different. That's why they all want to twerk. That's what strippers and hoes do. Guys, stop acting like you never seen a chick shake her fucking ass before. You don't know what it means to have a big butt and a smile. They would never go viral for shaking their ass. Never. It would never be a thing. It'd never be something we have to deal with. But since everybody want to act brand new, like it's the first time they've seen a chick acting slutty, make them famous. Even the fat ones. Even the morbidly obese ones. You make them famous. Look, I'd rather have influence instead of famous. Because at least if you're living in infamy, you know it's a bad thing and not something to aspire to for the next young girl coming around with no father in her life to teach her any value other than her vagina and how much money she can shake it for to get money for it. Fuck you. Goofy shit. 1 second, y'all.
That's what that was. But God.
Man, if you don't, oh my God, dude, I'm gonna cuss at somebody today. I am not feeling like a nice person today. Really am not. That dumb driving person in front of me is just what will set me the hell off. Stupid ass. Yeah, she popular for the things that went in her. Yeah, that's what her popularity is from. I know other people who popular for that kind of shit. They're called porn stars. You actually get to see the people putting it in them. And because they make a lot of money doing it, because a lot of people like to watch them get things stuck in them, oh, they're celebrities in porn. So if you don't see it, they only fan celebrities? Huh. Because somebody still wants to pay for that shit? Look, dude, I never gave a shit about Brittany Renner. I didn't even know who the hell she was until Kevin had her on one thing. I was like, who is this bitch? Who can fit in this car? I can. I said, who is that bitch? I didn't know who the hell she was. And once I found out, I didn't care who the hell she was. Another chick who famous for showing her ass. Oh, wow. We don't have enough of those, do we? Oh, my God. That's so revolutionary. Ooh, you spend time in the gym and working out? Awesome. For what? Just to catch dudes and fuck them? Wow. Wow. I guess you and Superhead got a lot to talk about. You can make that tell-all book about how they objectified me and did me so wrong. Yeah, right. You was an ass to get pissed off. So that's where I'm at with this shit. This shit is so not even goofy. It is so low class. It should be below any of our view of it. Should be. It should be so low we don't even see the shit. But in common fashion, it is pumped out in front of us so we can see it. Why the fuck did Joe park in my parking spot? What the hell did this ass bitch had this big ass truck? Jesus Christ. All right, I gotta get in here and get to this damn meeting because I'm running late. But look, Disney is about to give you that big D for the next 10 years because KK ain't gone and August is almost over. As far as I know, August is over today. And she ain't gone nowhere. She ain't fired. She ain't nothing, and that movie did flop. So what's the excuse? There's no excuse. They told that shit to you to pacify you, and she ain't going nowhere. And they tripling down on the shit that they was doing. You don't like it? You better start writing. Start taking some classes somewhere because they gonna ride that out. So, and as far as Brittany, I don't want to talk about her. I only mentioned that shit because it came to mind, but otherwise, I don't give a fuck about her. Ain't nowhere I'd be trying to stick my dick. I can tell you that much. But whatever. She embarrassed some dudes. Well, maybe they ain't what they said they was. Maybe they not. on camera or not. I don't know. But you can ask them that question because they both got channels. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and get to this meeting. Thank you guys for coming through for this little CArtisan time. And I will see you guys. Where's my outro? Oh, I did do the Geek Speak one, didn't I? Interesting. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.